British humor was just what I grew up with. Oh my God, Peep Show is genius. Super hands. You never know what to expect from that guy. When I was 14, I would steal jewelry. I've been watching Downton Abbey to fall asleep. I don't mean that in that way. I did have a moment with the cannibalism. So weird. It's a weird question. I'm like, ah! A fan put that on their pillowcase, and I've never had that. I was like, that is a weird, amazing thing. I always call my mom. I talk to her every day. Hi, I'm Sophie Thatcher, and I'm getting up close with Cosmopolitan UK. I just went actor voice.
So, first question. Do you know your sun, moon, and rising stars?
I do. So I'm double Libra. I'm Libra sun, Libra rising, and Cancer moon. And so is Courtney. Courtney is also a Cancer moon, and Jasmine is also a Cancer moon, and we all make music.
Are you a typical Libra?
I guess, in the way that I am very aesthetically driven. I'm a little wishy-washy. It's hard for me to make decisions. I think Libras are great. I think there's not a lot of hate that you can say about Libras.
Very balanced.
Very balanced, yes.
You've had a crazy few months. How do you switch off?
I switch off by listening to music, watching reality television. Love is Blind, of course. White Lotus. I love drawing. I find that drawing is really cathartic. My boyfriend is very grounding as well.
If teen Natalie had an Instagram account, what would her bio be?
If teen Natalie had an Instagram account, her bio would be nothing. Or it would be one of those like, oh, she's like changing the profession, like gamer or something kind of ironic. And I think she would do a lot of shit posting. I've never gotten that question. I just can't imagine it because she's so 90s. Maybe she would be too cool for Instagram.
Do you have a Natalie playlist to help you get into character?
I do. I have a Natalie playlist from season 1. It has this band Pylon. It has a lot of like punk from the late 70s. Yeah, it changes. I feel like the 3rd season was a bit more Fiona Apple and just a little bit more vulnerable.
You're considered a scream queen. Who are some of your scream queen icons?
Shelley Duvall, absolutely. Mia Goth. But Shelley Duvall, when she passed, I was really heartbroken. She's so interesting and she's so iconic.
If you were trapped in a thriller movie or a horror movie, which of your heretic co-stars would be the first to die?
Well, there's only Chloe and Hugh.
Who wants to?
Me. I'm not going to say anybody else. That's mean. Me or Chloe.
Do you think Hugh would survive?
Yeah, he's smart. He's quippy. He's quick. But also, I don't know. Let's see. Let's do it again.
You obviously film a lot of like horror and thrillery type shows and films. Do you ever get genuinely freaked out on set, or are you like unscarable now?
I did have a moment with the cannibalism scene with Jackie where it was out of body. I was disassociating so hard and was just thinking, what is my job? Like, what am I doing with my life at this very moment? And that was strange and surreal. But besides that, I'm pretty good at distancing myself to some extent.
You've spoken about your love of Effie from Skins. How did you get into Skins?
God, I mean, probably Tumblr, but it was just everything. Like, when I was 14, I would steal jewelry and just wanted to be Effie Stoneham so bad, which is so toxic. And every girl felt that. It was that or it was Cassie. And Cassie's equally amazing, of course. But it was me and my twin. We were just obsessed. I think the show is so good. I need to rewatch it.
Do you have any other like British TV shows that you love to watch?
I've been watching Downton Abbey to fall asleep. I don't mean that in that way. It's a great show. But it's peaceful. It's very, at times, there's drama as well. There's so many. I was just talking about The Crown. I need to watch The Crown. Peep Show. Oh my God, Peep Show is genius. It's so funny. Because that was my go-to-sleep show, and I grew up on that, and it kind of shaped my humor.
Who's your favourite character out of Peep Show?
I don't know. I really like Super Hands. It's weird to say that with an American. Super Hands. He's just, God, you never know what to expect from that guy.
Are you British? Like, I just feel like you're one of us.
My mom is like fake British to an extent. I don't know how to. She lived in England for a bit. My grandparents lived in England. British humor was just what I grew up with. I wish I was British. I love London. I wish I had more time here, and I wish I wasn't on a flight in 3 hours.
What has surprised you most about Yellowjackets season 3? Like, going into it, like, what were you, like, shocked by?
Yeah, I'm most shocked by how sad I was by the deaths. Because people keep dying, and it's a show of a lot of tragedy, but there's one specific death that really hurt me. And I was watching, I got the screener, and I was able to watch the episode, and I just broke. And I've never had that watching anything I've done, but I think it was the love for the actor, the love for the character, and I think it was just really well shot and directed.
So can we talk about Coach Ben and that scene? How did you guys, like, prep for that? What was your thoughts going into it? How did you say goodbye?
Yeah, it was scary and vulnerable, and there was so much on that moment because we've been waiting all season for it because we knew it was going to happen. And I was happy that it was Natalie because it was a huge moment for her, and it really took her into what the Juliet Natalie is. It's very damaging for her. But yeah, I was a little stressed that I wouldn't be able to pull it off, but I think me and Steven were just really present, and he's such a talented actor and really, really brought it that day. It's such a brilliant performance, and I'm excited to see what he does next.
Which of the fans' theories that you've seen have come true so far this season?
I don't really look at the fan theories because I try not to look at comments, and when I do, I'm like, ow. Because people are brutal on the internet, but also our fans are incredibly smart, and, well, the scientists, I was not expecting them to predict that. And with the frogs, I think somebody might have predicted the frogs, which is so incredibly random. But I think it was because people were auditioning for it and people were getting the scripts. So word spread, sadly.
You've played so many different characters in your career so far, but which of them has felt like the most similar to yourself?
I think Natalie's season 1 was pretty close to where I was at when I was shooting that. I feel like I'm not as much Natalie anymore as I've grown up and I'm working more. And I feel more like an adult, where Natalie is very, very teenage angst. But she felt like me in high school, I think. So definitely her, I think. But there's always parts of me bleeding into any role.
What's a role people will be surprised to know that you auditioned for?
I auditioned for Chloe's part in Heretic. I was like, oh, this is my chance to be a character actor. People are going to see me in a different light. But Chloe was just so natural with it and brought so many exciting things to it that I didn't ever think of. I was trying when I was younger and just doing theater in Chicago. I was trying to be a Disney kid, and there was always something off. I didn't quite do it. I grew up singing, so it made sense, but I'm glad to some extent that I went down this route and didn't go down the Disney route, because that doesn't make sense for me.
What did you buy with your first acting paycheck?
I had a tradition of always going to Chili's with my mom to celebrate anytime I got booked, or Cheesecake Factory. But with paycheck, I guess I got like a Scarlett microphone, and then I started making music with that.
You released your first EP. When can we expect more music from you, and what will it sound like?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I always like when people bring it up, because music is my first love, and it's kind of a new thing for me. But I'm making new songs right now. I said in some interview, I was like, oh, there's an album coming, but I'm always like, expect a song, a single in like 2 months or something. I want to do a video, and I'm probably going to direct it, because once I got a taste of directing, I was like, oh, I need to keep doing this. I have the power.
Which celebrity would you like to trade wardrobes with?
Chloe Sevigny. Definitely. I am obsessed. She has so many good band tees. Winona Ryder has amazing band tees. I saw her in this replacement shirt. She has all the Tom Waits shirts. She's just always wearing a cool band t-shirt, and I want them. There's so many, but I guess Winona's shirts.
What's been your favorite red carpet look?
Anything see-through. I liked the Saint Laurent for Boogeyman. It was like this green. I love green, and I love green. I mean, you can tell this kind of green with the brunette. I just felt sexy. I just felt very good that day. But I always feel good, and I'm very thankful for my glam team and my stylist.
What's a weird aspect of fame that no one talks about enough?
It's really hard for me because I have OCD and I tend to read comments online, and people can be very cruel and think that they own you and always are commenting about your appearance and whether you're changing or not. And I feel like it's hard because season 1, I was a kid and I've grown up. So people expect me to still look like a kid. And that's really difficult. And I know that so many actors experience that. But I don't know. There are a lot of trolls out there, and it's really hard not to read those comments because you just want to and you know what's out there. But I'm getting better, and it's nice to be around people that are lifting me up but also grounding me.
If you could choose between being haunted by a ghost or being stuck in an endless Zoom call, what would you pick?
Oh no. Oh God. Oh, they're both terrible. Endless Zoom call. Because I feel like I've had those. I've had those meetings where people just can't take a social cue. So I've already experienced that. You're like, oh, like I gotta go. And they just don't get it. But it is harder to read social cues on Zoom, so I get it.
Who would win in a fight, Sister Barnes or Natalie?
That's a good question. They have some similarities, I think. Natalie. I think Natalie would. She's been through more in life. But so is Barnes. I think both of them are a little messed up. I think Natalie, because she's been through so much. Like post-wilderness Natalie, because she's had to survive.
What's harder, surviving a demonic serial killer attack or surviving Hollywood?
Surviving Hollywood. People are cruel and expect a lot out of you. And it's hard to say, like, to stay authentic and genuine, but I'm trying my best.
What surprised you the most about Hollywood and the industry as you've got further in it?
I've been really lucky with my Yellowjackets cast and really lucky with the older cast and how supportive they are and how you get a sense of family within production. And because we've been doing it for so long, I feel like everybody has my back, and I wasn't expecting that. So that's been really lovely.
Which Yellowjackets characters had like the most development?
I think, I mean, this season, Shauna's gone nasty. She's brutal. And I think Natalie's a bit different this season. I think she has a little bit less, she still has humanity, but a little less warmth. She's a bit colder and a bit more like tense. And it's interesting watching it because I didn't know how it was going to play. But towards the very end of the season, she has a good switch, which is exciting. I'm excited for people to see it.
Of your recent characters, Natalie, Iris, and Sister Barnes, who would you kiss, marry, and kill or avoid?
Okay, I would kill. I'm sorry, Iris. You're a robot. I'm sorry, that goes against the entire movie. Heretic. This is so weird. Kiss. She's sweet. She's a sweetie. Natalie. Because she's crazy. It's a weird question. I'm like, ah!
So we can't talk about the final.
Mm-hmm.
Who did you, when you got those scripts, who did you speak to about it first?
My mom. I always call my mom. I talk to her every day. Yeah, I called her and I was like, I get this very cool moment that I'm really excited about. And I did the same exact thing last season for the last episode. So it's always her.
In the group chat, do you guys like, are you all like reading the scripts at the same time going like, oh my God, have you just seen this bit?
Usually we're on set. So we're kind of experiencing it on set and everyone's reading it at different times. So we try not to spoil anything. And we learned that the hard way because it's the worst getting a spoiler in the group text. That's not fun.
I've got some memes to show you now.
I was going to say, oh no, but oh yes. Yeah. That's funny. Oh, that's flattering. It's a great list. I'm honored. Thank you. Kind of need Jenna Ortega and Sophie Thatcher in a slasher together. Jen is so sweet. I met her like last week at the Vanity Fair party and I love her. And she's so cool and has such good taste and is very grounded. So yeah, I'll do it. People are allowed to dislike things. Wrong. No one is allowed to dislike Natalie. Thanks. Yeah, I don't dislike her. I think this season is a little, she's different, but She still has some humanity left in her, so I get it. Yeah. Rewatched Heretic, and Sophie Thatcher, truly one of the best things happening in horror right now. Thank you. Oh, look at this. The profile picture is one of my favorite photos of me smoking a cigarette. I love that. A fan put that on their pillowcase, and I've never had that. I was like, that is a weird, amazing thing. But that's very sweet. I love horror movies, and I want to branch out, but also just like try every kind of horror movie because there's so much to do within horror. So let's see. Thank you for watching. Bye.